Jinja, the next thing. So we were done on the island, so then Alice and I and our team went to Jinja, which is on the mainland. And this is an interesting group we did some training with. It's actually unbelievable group of women. Mary Zima, who is sitting right here. Mary started this house how many years ago, Alice? 3? 2008, so it was 3 years ago. She, her role is, she was rescued out of prostitution many years ago. And so her heart is to help these women who've been in prostitution. So all these women have been rescued out of the prostitution ring in Jinja. And so she's trying to give them a new life. She literally goes into the bars and the brothels where they're at and tries to get them out of there and get them into her program where she provides them training, vocational skills. Many of them are addicted, so she has 12-step programs for them. And we came in and did the same financial training with these women, as well as doing other, Alice has worked with them doing health-related things, training, women's health kind of things. And so they're a really incredible group of women, and so we did the training with these women as well. But we're just starting at the beginning point here with getting them started with the savings program. But yet we still did the training. We'd like to be able to do some loans in the future here once we get the savings program established. But just some incredible stories that you heard working with this group of women. So that's another program that we're doing in Jinja, is working with these women that have been rescued. So what are some key program elements we've seen for success in this program? First of all, we do have a department. They participate in the savings program for 6 months. They attend the trainings. They complete the loan applications. One of the things that improved dramatically from our last trip to this one, last time when we had them fill out the loan applications, they were just a mess. I mean, it was probably partially our fault because we didn't explain it well enough, but it was just trying to put them together, and the names were matching up and just trying to get everything assembled. This time, very well done. Gave them a big J-belay. J-belay means well done. So we gave a big J-belay that it was very well done this time. And also, we asked them to have a detailed business plan. And then local accountability is basically Robert, and there's a team that works with Robert to help keep everybody accountable in terms of repayment of the loans, keeping them on track. Robert holds monthly meetings with the savings program participants, and he talks about a different topic each month to kind of give them some basic skills. Things like something simple like completing a ledger. How do you do a ledger, a simple ledger? He's done things like that to give them the simple math skills to be able to do that. And also help them develop a vision. I mean, part of what we were trying to do is give them dream a little bit. You know, what could be the possibility for your island? I talked about importing and exporting because they bring so many products in from the mainland. What things could they be doing on the island to help generate income on the island itself and then export that to the other islands? So, well, yes? How lenient or strict are you on the participation of the program? Well, if you ask the executive director of We International, which is David Lippiett, he'd say he'd want to give loan to everybody regardless. But part of what we talk about as a board is we want them to be successful. You know, it doesn't do any good to hand somebody a loan and then have them fail. And so we do have some criteria. We just basically, it's not overly stringent, you know, but we just look for a good, complete application. We look for a business plan that looks like it makes sense, because we actually haven't put some numbers together, so whether or not it looks like it's going to make money or not. And then Robert really has a lot of influence on that as well. Robert does his own personal profile of each applicant, and where he says, he gives us input as to, yes, this is a good member of the community, or there's some issues with this person, or whatever. So we really do rely on Robert and a couple other people to give us some background information on all the applicants. So it's kind of a team process, and the team that's in Uganda as well as our team that is here. And I would say it's not overly stringent, you know, it just, we try to make good decisions about who we're giving loans to, and because we want them to succeed. That's what our heart is, we want them to do well. So what has the results been? Since we've been doing, this is our third go around doing the loans, we have had 95+% repayment, almost virtually 100%. So we really have not had issues with loan repayment. We do charge 12% interest in Uganda, but that is way lower than all the other financial institutions. Most of them are 20% and higher. So ours is actually considered very favorable terms. We have financed dozens of new businesses, and it's been fun to kind of follow up on those. And then we're helping to diversify their business base. Like I said, everything there is based on the fishing. So So we're trying to get them to do other things to diversify their business base. And then meeting family needs like education. That's probably the biggest thing I hear back from them. For the people that have participated, it's like, now my kids can go to school, and they're just so relieved that they can send their kids to school. And then providing hope is probably the biggest thing too, that here's another means for them to try to generate some income from their family because it's so limited in the area that they're at.